Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. In the last one, we stormed through the Weather Institute, evolved Mire, and found out that our good old microphone is still working. So it's been a good episode, good couple of minutes since I last left this series. And we are going to have Spot destroy this Manectric, this poser that thinks it's the next Y2E2 or the next Y2E2-2 or quite possibly the next Y2E2-3 if I kill this one and get good luck in finding another one. But who does he think he is? I forgot everything that I was talking about. This ninja kid is going to emerge from behind a tree to challenge me. So that's pretty cool if you think about it. Yeah, and in this one, I think we're going to reach Four Tree City, and probably, lay the groundwork for fighting Winona. Something unseeable. Oh, it's a Kecleon. So we're going to just blast through to hide a tree, use a forest. That's actually, a pretty not stupid thing for a little kid to say. And yeah, we're just going to, blaze through some trainers, catch some other backups. And I think the training regimen for Winona is just going to be getting Y2E2 and maybe RF up to the same level as the rest of the team. So that's going to be not so tough. I think we'll just aim for level 37. So get Oval that one additional level 2, even though she is not going to see the light of day in that gym. I should not have picked the Pomeg berries. Those are useless. And I now see the item that I missed over there, but you need Waterfall for it. Okay, never mind. So hooray, we're into Four Tree City. This is cool. It's where all of the hippies come to live in trees. Yeah, so it's match call that this kid is showing me will show me who wants to fight me. So let's just go to okay, so Aroma Lady Rose wants to fight, and I can tell from that. Gotcha. That'll be useful in the future, even though the Pokemon that I currently have on me will not want to fight an Aroma Lady. But are we gonna go to the Pokemart and find our first full heals and hyper potions? Hell yeah. Okay, no full heals yet, but we can finally heal our Pokemon for a reasonable amount. Let's get 4 more Ultra Balls with us, just so that we can be sure about catching stuff. Why do you only sell these healing items, if I may ask? Four Tree store owner. Clearly this was your choice and not something pre-programmed into you. Clearly we all have free will and you would have been able to use it for better. We're just gonna sell some items here, which is not gonna be interesting, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, all I did was sell 3 berries. Turns out we don't have that much fluff on us. And I'll keep around the 7 super potions for minor healing stuff. So yeah, I feel like now's a good time for a story. So I've been revisiting a few stories of my life as I've been calling out my girlfriend late at night. I don't need any of your garbage, ma'am. Thank you. We call each other up, and because we're in quarantine and no new things are really happening with each other's lives, we just recall past events, and most of them are just not show worthy. like if I told you guys everything I told her, first there would be some privacy issues for sure, and then secondly, you would just get super bored, because unless you were predisposed to just like my voice and me as a real human being outside of your computer screen, which I know pretty much all of my viewers are. Hold on, this woman is asking about which I think I'm going to get a TM from her, and trial and error can just make me get perfect at it. There we go. Okay, it was hidden power. But yeah, I recently stumbled upon some funnier ones that y'all might enjoy, despite the fact that I know most of you know me personally, and I am not super insecure about maintaining a following, because again, this is mostly for myself, and if I brighten a few other days along the way, then that's a great byproduct. Anyway, every year my high school would go to CU, a nearby state school, where we would compete with a bunch of other high schoolers. It was usually like a pretty normal type of tournament, but the main difference was that we could stay overnight and be like, you know, away from our parents and like do all the crazy things. I was never much of a drinker myself. I never really partook in the substances that were certainly being used at all of these. Like I am not blind to that. People were definitely getting into altered states for some of these stories to be possible. But oh, look at this. This Oddish is about to see what it could turn into if it was given love and affection. Cool. Not catching it and giving it that. And here's another dupes clause. Wonderful. But pretty much every CU was memorable for me. And the first two are where like funny things happened. After that, it ended up just being like, you know, this and this drama happened. You know, X did Y and so Z, and like a bunch of other dumb high school shit that we are well past now. So hold on, let me see if I can kill this mighty Anna, by which I mean catch. I think another cut should be perfect. Yes. Damn it. All right, so that's no catch for here. But anyway, the first 2 years before I had like the social ties necessary to become like personally invested in these things, and it was just like a party with the older students. I would basically just, you know, do my best to fit in. I was still a new member of the community. I was still trying to like hit my stride, and so my freshman year, we had a pretty normal day of Model UN, just a regular like conference. You know, we ordered Chinese food, we competed, we talked politics, we ate noodles. It was nice. And then the time came for room checks at the end of the day, where everyone, by everyone I mean the admins, would just go around and make sure that everyone was where they were supposed to be, and like, you know, not in other people's rooms. But I had been invited to the girls' room to play Cards Against Humanity and just like hang out with them, and I was like, hell yeah, older people, let's go, making friends, living the life. So I stuck around for that, and to get out of the room check, my roommates, what am I even fighting here? Magnemite? Okay. My roommates just like turned on the bathroom light, closed the door, said that I was there. So my teacher comes in to check in on them, make sure that all three of us are in the room, and they just say that I am in the bathroom. Duh. That's why the light was on. And she's like, oh, okay, you in there, Lucas? And then she hears silence. And she's like, are you okay? Or is everything going all right? More silence. And then I guess she just thought that I was a shy pooper and that she had come in at a bad time, so she leaves me be in there. I'm also just realizing that I've totally told this story before on Not To Underscore. If you want to look up like probably a 2 or 3 year old video called MUN Madness, that's literally just me talking about this in front of footage of like some budget Flash game. So I was taken care of in the sense that they thought I was in my room. The next step was to show them that I was not actually in the room that I was in. Right? That's coherent. What I ended up doing was hiding under the bed, because I was a little baby boy. Also, Steven is showing me how to find Kecleon now. I was a little baby boy, and so I was just kind of minding my own business, getting freaked out by the prospect of breaking the rules. And they're like, go ahead and fit under the bed. You are tiny. It will be okay. Also, this Kecleon's Fury Swipes are scaring me. Okay. We're faster than it. This Shockwave is guaranteed to hit. We're good. Had to snap out of the story a bit for that one. So our strategy is to hide me under the bed. And so we hear the knock on the door. I get under the bed. I see this teacher's feet like walk up. Oops. Did not mean to do the super repel. I thought that was a super potion. Walk up under the bed and like, you know, obviously miss me because of the way that like perspective works. And so He enters and leaves, and I am on an adrenaline rush for the rest of the night because this is the first time that I've ever broken a rule. So I am just like super on edge the entire time, like pretending to have fun and, oh hey, look, a Natu, we're gonna murder, enjoying myself, but also okay, we're good. My webcam just froze. Hopefully, I think killing the Natu actually made my software vengeful. So I'm like on edge the entire night, and there's like an ice machine down the hall, which would like make ice occasionally, as they do. And so I would hear that and then like freak out and like go right under the bed again. So I was like just constantly on edge. I jumped under that bed more times than I can count, and that was how I spent that night. And then the next year I went to bed early, so I unfortunately was not here for this. Oh, one more important detail about the previous year. Obviously, a lot of important mentorships were going on. I was a freshman in a room with mostly juniors and a couple of seniors. And so I was just learning a little bit about like the facts of life, and we were playing Cards Against Humanity together. So a few things that like most 14-year-olds might not be exposed to came up. And that was the night that I learned what Bukkake was. And while I'm not going to explain that on camera, if you are a small child watching this show because it is Pokemon, go ahead and look that up on your own time and don't blame me for it. But yeah, that was my freshman CU experience, and then my sophomore experience was one that I just heard sort of like secondhand. So I wasn't unfortunately there to witness anything, but I did hear the glory stories, if you will, about what ended up going on after I'd gone to sleep. So there was a truth or dare game going on at like, midnight about. We had to get up early the next day to participate in council. And so, oh, glorious. Look at this transformed cast form that's weak to both of the Pokemon I have out. I'd gone to bed early because we had to get up early. But other people had different ideas. So I ended up just hearing about this story secondhand. But there was truth or dare going on. I've said all of these elements like a million times. Forgive me for my redundance. I'm trying to also battle Pokemon right now. And so this one guy, Paul, you know what? I'm going to overlay a clip of myself saying a different name on the off chance that this gets back to him, because this is not a very flattering story for Paul, where that's the fake name is Paul. It's a middle-aged man name, yes, but I would like you to suspend disbelief and imagine that a teenager a couple of years ago was named Paul. So Paul gets dared to put on this trench coat. Okay, we're being done with that because this Manectric knows thunder. Cool. Paul has been dared to put on the trench coat of a friend, Steve, because Steve is a very eccentric Model UNer, and he likes to dress up, especially if he's representing Russia. I believe it wasn't even Soviet Russia, but he had like the hammer and sickle buttons and like the hat and everything. So Paul is told to put on this attire and come up to the front desk of the hotel. And he puts on the attire. He takes off all other clothing. He's wearing nothing but, like, I assume underwear, but a trench coat and a hat. And so he goes up to the front desk. Let's say that the people who had dared him to do this are in room 101. And he's like, could you please ring 101 for me? Their service has arrived, with a sultry smile. And so the poor front desk guy, who's like probably seen worse. Did I forget to heal you, Y2E2? No, I did. Okay. I am like paying half attention to both things, and that's why neither one is going to be at peak performance. But anyway, this front desk guy, who's probably seen worse shit in his life, has to ring up and say that a service has arrived when this scantily dressed man comes up to the front desk. And I forgot Sableye was a ghost. Great. I can't believe I did that. Comes up to the front desk and talks about a service being prepared. So he's like, oh shit, these guys ordered a prostitute. And as he's doing this, Paul is just stroking his nipple very sensually and staring deeply into the eyes of this poor service person. The kids who dared him then answer their phone, hear that they have a service for them, and they're like, "We didn't order anything. Please send whoever that is away." And then the poor front desk guy has to be like, "They said they didn't order anything." And then Paul walked away into the night. without a word, he disappeared, and that was his senior year. So he never returned to that hotel since. Yeah. Anyway, that seems like a good place to leave off. So next time we're gonna continue going through this little area. In theory, we could fight the gym whenever we want, but I think at this point we're gonna focus on training up a little bit more and just fighting some more people. So yeah, I will see you in the next one.